Group F might look simple at first. Netherlands first, Japan second, Sweden third, Tunisia fourth. But this group is much more dangerous than that. Because the Netherlands are the strongest team, yes, but Japan are one of the most organized teams in the tournament. Sweden have maybe the most dangerous striker duo in the group, and Tunisia are exactly the kind of team that can make a match ugly and steal a point. So today I'm going to predict every single match in Group F, update the table as the games develop, and show you why the whole group may come down to one game, Japan versus Sweden. If Japan avoid defeat, they probably finish second. If Sweden win, Sweden probably steal direct qualification. Group F is the Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, Tunisia. The Netherlands are my pick to win the group. They have the best overall balance, elite center-backs, strong midfield control, dangerous wide players, and serious tournament experience. With players like Virgil van Dijk, Nathan Ake, Mickey van de Ven, Denzel Dumfries, Frankie de Jong, Xabi Simons, Cody Gakpo, Memphis Depay, and others, they have the deepest squad in the group. But they are not perfect. Jurien Timber is out. Bart Verbruggen has had a fitness concern before the opener, and Memphis Depay is still building sharpness. So the Netherlands are favorites, but not untouchable. Japan are my second place pick, not because they have the biggest stars, but because they have the best collective structure after the Netherlands. They press well, they defend compactly, they move quickly in transition, they have midfield discipline, and they have a lot of European-based players. Wataru Endo, Takefusa Kubo, Litsu Doan, Daichi Kamada, Ao Tanaka, Hidemasa Morita, Ayase Ueda, Ko Itakura, Yukinari Sugawara, and Gion Suzuki. But Japan also have one big issue. Kaoru Mitoma is not available. That removes one of their best 1v1 weapons. Sweden are the danger team, because Alexander Isak and Victor Gyökeres together, that is terrifying. Add Anthony Elanga, Graham Potter, and Sweden's physical profile, and this team can beat anyone in the group on the right day. But Sweden's problem is reliability. They have attacking firepower, but the defensive control is not always there. And Tunisia are my fourth place pick, but they are not weak. They qualified with a very strong defensive record. They are compact, they are disciplined, they can frustrate teams, but the question is simple. Can they score enough? In this group, I'm not sure. The first match is huge, Netherlands versus Japan. This is not just the group favorite against the second favorite, this is a tactical battle. The Netherlands want to control the ball. They want Frankie de Jong to dictate the rhythm. They want their defenders to step into midfield. They want Dumfries or the wide players to attack space. They want Gakpo, Xabi Simons, Depay or the forwards to create overloads in the final third. But Japan are exactly the kind of team that can disturb that. Japan press well, they are disciplined, they close passing lanes, they are quick in transition, and they are comfortable playing against teams that want possession. This is why I do not predict a Netherlands win here. The Netherlands have more individual power, but Japan can make the game uncomfortable. They can force turnovers, they can attack before the Dutch defensive block is fully set. And if the Netherlands are missing rhythm because of injuries or goalkeeper uncertainty, Japan can absolutely take something. The problem for Japan is finishing. Without Mitoma, they lose one of their pure 1v1 weapons. So I think Japan create problems. I think they score, but I also think the Netherlands have enough attacking quality to answer. My prediction: the Netherlands won, Japan won. This is a very important result. The Netherlands do not lose, Japan prove they belong, and the group becomes immediately interesting. The second match is Sweden versus Tunisia. And this is a dangerous match for Sweden, because everyone will expect Sweden to win. They have Isak, they have Gyökeres, they have more attacking talent, they have more individual quality. But Tunisia are not the kind of teams that disappears easily. They can defend, they can stay compact, they can make the game slow, they can frustrate Sweden. And if this match stays 0-0 for a long time, pressure starts to build. That is why Tunisia's best chance in this group is probably here. If they can draw Sweden in the first match, the whole group changes. Sweden will suddenly be under pressure before facing the Netherlands and Japan. But I still think Sweden win. Why? Because Isak and Gyökeres give them too much penalty box quality. Even if Sweden do not dominate beautifully, they have two forwards who can turn half chances into goals. One cross, one through ball, one second ball, one mistake. That can be enough. I think Tunisia hold for a while, but eventually, Sweden's striker power breaks the game. My prediction? Sweden 2, Tunisia 0. After match day 1, the table looks like this. And look at this. Sweden are top after the first round. Netherlands and Japan are level. Tunisia are already under pressure. But Sweden still have the Netherlands and Japan to play, so nothing is decided. Next, Netherlands versus Sweden. This is the match where the Netherlands need to show why they are the group favorites. Sweden have the striker duo. Isak and Gyökeres can score against anyone. They are physical, they are direct, they can attack crosses, they can punish one mistake. So the Netherlands cannot be careless. This is a game where Van Dijk, Ake, Van de Ven and the Dutch defensive unit have to be switched on. But the Netherlands are also well built for this matchup. They have the defenders to deal with aerial duels. They have the midfielders to control territory. They have enough attacking quality to make Sweden defend deeper than they want. For Sweden, the dream is a transition game. Win the ball, find Isak, find Gyökeres, attack before the Netherlands settle. For the Netherlands, the dream is control. Make Sweden defend, move the ball side to side, force gaps, then let Gakpo, Simons, Depay or the white players find the final action. I think Sweden score. They are too dangerous not to. But I trust the Netherlands balance more. My prediction, Netherlands 2, Sweden 1. That result changes the group completely. The Netherlands move to 4 points. Sweden stay on 3. And now Japan have a big opportunity against Tunisia. The next match is Tunisia versus Japan. For Japan, this is a must-win. If they draw the Netherlands in the opener, then beat Tunisia, they go to 4 points. That puts them in a very strong position before the Sweden game. But Tunisia will not make this easy. They will defend compactly. They will try to reduce space. They will force Japan to be patient. And that is where Japan's finishing issue matters. Japan can dominate territory and still struggle to kill a game. But I think this matchup suits Japan more than it suits Sweden. Why? Because Japan are patient enough. They have midfield structure. They can press after losing the ball, they can create overloads. And Tunisia may struggle to create enough danger going the other way. Japan do not need to win 4-0. They just need control and efficiency. Maybe a goal from a cross, maybe a late movement from midfield. Maybe Ayase Ueda or Koki Ogawa attacking the box. My prediction? Tunisia 0, Japan 2. And after match day 2, the table becomes like this. Now we have the perfect setup. Japan are top, the Netherlands are second, Sweden are third, but only 1 point behind. Tunisia are close to elimination. And the final match day gives us the match that decides everything. Japan versus Sweden. Final match day. The first big game is Japan versus Sweden. This is the second place decider. Japan have 4 points, Sweden have 3. So the situation is simple. If Japan avoid defeat, Japan probably finish above Sweden. If Sweden win, Sweden probably takes second place. That makes this match fascinating. Japan do not need to chase. They can be compact, they can press smartly, they can keep the game under control, they can make Sweden impatient. Sweden, on the other hand, need to win, and that means they have to take more risks. They have to push forward. They have to find Isak and Gyökeres. They have to get crosses into the box. They have to turn the match into moments. This is where Japan's organization matters, because if Japan can control Sweden's transitions and stop the service into the strikers, they can survive. But if Sweden gets space around the box, Japan are in trouble. I think Sweden score. Their striker quality is too strong. But I also think Japan are too coherent to lose this game. They have the midfield discipline, they have the pressing structure, they have the ability to punish Sweden when the game opens up. So my prediction is Japan 1, Sweden 1. And that result sends Japan directly through. Sweden reach 4 points, which should give them a very strong chance of advancing as one of the best third-placed teams. Very likely, not guaranteed, but very strong. The other final match is Tunisia versus Netherlands. For the Netherlands, this is about winning the group. If they beat Tunisia, they finish on 7 points. If they draw, Japan could finish ahead of them, depending on the other result. So the Netherlands still need to be serious. For Tunisia, this is probably about pride and maybe a last chance to take a historic point. They will try to make it difficult. They will defend deep. They will slow the game. They will try to frustrate the Dutch. But this matchup is difficult for them. The Netherlands should control territory. They should have more quality between the lines. They should create enough chances over 90 minutes. Even if Tunisia defend well for long periods, eventually the pressure should tell. My prediction, Tunisia 0, Netherlands 2. The Netherlands finish the group unbeaten. Tunisia finish with 0 points. But again, I want to be clear. Tunisia are better than a 0-point prediction looks. A draw against Sweden was possible. A draw in one match would not shock me. But in my scenario, they lose 3 difficult games. So with my predicted results, the final table becomes like this. So my final prediction is Netherlands first, Japan second, Sweden third, Tunisia fourth. The Netherlands qualify directly. Japan qualify directly. Sweden probably qualify as one of the best third-place teams. Tunisia are eliminated. But the group is closer than the final table looks. The key match is Japan versus Sweden. That match decides direct qualification. If Japan avoid defeat, Japan finish second. If Sweden win, Sweden probably finish second. And that is why the first 2 games matter so much. Japan need to get at least a draw against the Netherlands and then beat Tunisia. Sweden need to beat Tunisia and stay close against the Netherlands. Then everything comes down to the final game. And the tactical question is clear. Can Japan control Sweden's striker power? Or can Isak and Gyökeres force the game open? That is the entire group. Now let's talk about the upset scenarios. Upset scenario number 1. Tunisia draws Sweden. This is the biggest early trap. If Sweden fail to beat Tunisia, they are immediately under pressure. Then they probably need to beat Japan, and that is a much harder path. Upset scenario number 2. Japan beat the Netherlands. If Japan win the opener, Japan may not just finish second, they could win the group. Because then the Netherlands will need to beat Sweden and Tunisia, while Japan will have a huge psychological advantage. Upset scenario number 3. Sweden beat Japan. This is the direct qualification flip. If Sweden wins that match, my final table changes. The Netherlands still probably finish first, but Sweden goes second. Japan become the dangerous third-place team. So this group is not about whether Sweden are dangerous. They absolutely are. The question is whether Japan are organized enough to survive them. So my final group F prediction is Netherlands first, Japan second, Sweden third, Tunisia fourth. The Netherlands are the safest pick. Japan are the best collective team after them. Sweden have the most dangerous striker pairing, and Tunisia are defensively serious but probably do not have enough goals. But the whole group depends on one match, Japan versus Sweden. If Japan avoid defeat, they finish second. If Sweden win, Sweden still direct qualification. Now I want your prediction. Who finishes second, Japan or Sweden? And can Tunisia steal a point from someone? Write your full Group F table in the comments.